Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Retro Recall. I hope you're doing awesome. Today we have something very special I wanted to share with everybody on the channel, and this is a computer that was actually donated from one of my viewers, so special call out to Mike. Thank you so much for donating this computer to the channel. Now, Mike had indicated to me that this computer was his family computer from many, many years. It was sitting up in the attic, and definitely the condition of the computer when I received it on the inside anyway definitely had quite a bit of years and years of use in it. And the computer came with a monitor and a dot matrix printer as well. Unfortunately, that requires some repair, so I'm not going to be able to show those today. But I just want to do a quick video and load up the computer and share this computer with everybody. And maybe do a little tour and end with a game at the end. So this computer itself is a 386, 33 megahertz computer with 4 megabytes of memory. It has an 85 megabyte hard drive, and it looks like a CD-ROM drive was added to it afterwards. Now, this computer does have a sound card inside of it that's not functioning on the computer. It has an internal speaker, but I haven't spent a lot of time on that. Precisely. Now, I have taken the computer apart already, just because when I first received it, as I mentioned, it definitely showed age inside. The battery inside, unfortunately, had exploded and leaked on the motherboard. Of course, the chemical that's inside the battery eats away at the motherboard and started destroying the copper that's in the board, the traces, and all that good stuff. So I spent quite a bit of hours cleaning all that up, which is good. And then we had to do a bunch of repair of the traces. And when I say we, another call out to Aaron. Thanks so much for being very helpful and showing me some cool tips and tricks of how to diagnose that sort of repair. So it was definitely awesome. Speaking of repair, I did just release another video on an IBM desktop computer, which we were able to bring back to life. So I'll tell you that at the end of this video. And plan on doing the same thing with this, because the battery that I replaced it with was only supposed to be temporary. It's not fully functioning. There's still some issues with the computer. So I'm going to do another video here with this 386, this beautiful piece of history from December of 1992. We're going to take it apart and go right in and completely take the board out, take all the components out, go over the components, show everyone what the equipment was from back in 1992, and do a complete repair on the remaining components. So for today's video, though, we're just going to go ahead and fire up the computer and experience what Windows 3.1 was like. Now, I mean, I haven't done a lot with this computer, so outside of just clean up some personal files and things like that wouldn't show on video. Just go ahead and fire it up, and yeah, you can hear it, hear the hard drive spinning up, and you can hear the computer checking the RAM, which is showing 4 megabytes of RAM. I'm showing a 33 megahertz in the front here. Now, as I mentioned, it is a 85 megabyte hard drive showing 4 megs of RAM. Now, this hard drive I've started in the last day as I prepared getting this all set up. Started making some weird sounds, so hopefully it's not on its way out. But seeing as how it was manufactured and installed in 1992, definitely it's done its time. Wow, this is Windows 3.1. So here we are. We've loaded up to the desktop. That's right. This is Windows 3.1 desktop. And I mean, there's some basic functionality that we're probably used to today that we've seen, which is, being able to expand windows and move things around and things like that. But there's no start menu. We did everything from the program manager. This is what you used. And when you wanted to install software, you'd put it in. And if you're lucky enough, it would load. If not, you'd go to File and Run, and you'd load it up, and you'd have to, it would force you to learn and do different things with the operating system that operating systems of today you just take for granted. So yeah, so I mean, here we are. We're at the program manager, and this is where our launch pad is, where all our different groupings of windows are, and then within that you have your applications. Not going to spend a whole lot of time going through a lot of the applications on here outside of just doing some exploring of the operating system itself. So there's a Logitech folder down here, which I believe is a mouse control. So at one point, I'm sure there was a Logitech mouse installed on here. So that's would be used to configure that mouse. Microsoft Tools. I see the antivirus, backup, and undelete. So that would have been just some utilities that would have been used on the day. And then under accessories, we have write. So that's the equivalent of today's WordPad or Word. WordPad or Notepad that we have today. So very, very basic system there. And my mouse is not working the greatest, but that's okay. Now I have Lotus applications. Let's go ahead and load that up. So we have Lotus 1.2.3 version 4. And a whole bunch of different utilities that are associated with that application. I never used Lotus growing up. I used Microsoft Works. For anybody who didn't know, that was Microsoft Works and WordPerfect, which is actually installed on here for DOS. I haven't used until years later before we started to use Microsoft products. And then so under applications, we have let's just load this up here. It's not expanded. Again, the click on the mouse is not functioning 100%. So there we go. Wow, there's quite a bit. We have just loaded on its own, but we have Golf Solitaire. I'm just going to close that for what we're doing here. But yeah, it shows a whole bunch of different applications that are installed on this computer. So this is what we used. We would install it. We would create a window and group similar to what you would do today on your desktop. You create a folder on your desktop and you put different applications in there if that's what you do. We have Typing Tutor. Wow, I haven't seen that in many, many years. Hearts, Tetris, all the different applications. Looks like we have Minesweeper. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to quit that for now and load up, see what else we have here. We have Typing Tutor and WordPerfect for Windows. Let's go ahead and load that up, see what that looks like. So again, another word processing piece of software, long before Microsoft Word and all that started to really take hold. And the nice thing about these computers, 386 computer with 4 megabytes of memory, you wait when you want to load up an application. And you can see the hard drive lights flashing away here. It's WordPerfect for Windows version 5.2. Copyright 1991 and 1992. Wow, just crazy. Crazy thing how old this is, and computer's still functioning. Again, it needs some TLC. I do have some memory. I was able to locate some memory for this computer. As old as it is, I was able to find some. So when we do the repair video, I plan on adding that into the memory as well. So yeah, welcome to WordPerfect version 5.2. Hello, world. And that's I'm just not used to the layout of this keyboard, but yeah, that's crazy awesome. And let's go here. Let's highlight that, and it's not going to let me, of course, because my mouse is not cooperating here. And so my font, let's go to, let's see if it will let me increase the size of the font here. I think it just wants me to select one that doesn't have a size. Let's go Arial, bold, italic, 48. Make it nice and big. Okay. There we go. Hello, world. All right, let's go ahead and close out of WordPerfect. And there we are. All right, let's go ahead and minimize this for now and see what else is on here. So under main, which would be like the version of the main utilities of the operating system itself. So we have the file manager. So that's equivalent. So file manager will be the equivalent of file manager today, or sorry, So file explorer, sorry. So you just go in and your A drive, your C drive, your whatever drives you have, and then so it's showing MS-DOS 5. Often we would go in here to locate a file, or run a disk and put it in and install it, things like that. So it was really cool to use that back then. And then so there we are. So I don't know if the mouse is slow or just the computer is slow. It's one of the two, definitely, but that's okay. We're going to fix all that up in the future. So we have the control panel as well. So in here you can let's go ahead and load that up. And yeah, this is where you can change your colors, your wallpaper that you see here in the background. You can control your ports, so your printer ports, your mouse ports, things like that. Date and time, a whole bunch of different things. Now, you can go in here and change sound as well. As I mentioned, there's a sound card installed, but unfortunately it's not functional today for the video. So we'll do that together another time. Well, yeah, what else is here? We have DOS prompt. Yeah, so go ahead and minimize that. And of course, we have games. What's in the games folder? Let's go bring that up. And so Yahtzee and Tri-Peaks, and it looks like another Yahtzee as well. Bow and arrow game, backgammon, all the different games. Reversey, Tetris, Tutstomb, MS Hearts. Definitely no shortage of games and all that stuff. So let's just play some Wheel of Fortune here before we close the video out today. Just again, just wanted to do a high level overview of the of this computer. Let's go ahead and load that up. Wheel of Fortune. Copyright 1989. Let's show them what we're made of here. How many players? We're going to go with one player. I'm not a returning champ at all. Retro recall. Enter. And here we go. Let's press any key to start. And we're going to spin. Let's see. R. Yeah, I got an R. Come on, Vanna. Oh, 2 R's. 3 R's. Oh, now I'm coining it. There's $1,000 too. Let's buy a vowel. Let's get an E. I usually go through the R, S, T, L, and E at the beginning. There we go, 1 E. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop that there for today's video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, a small introduction to this beautiful 386-33 computer. There's a lot more coming for this on the channel. We're going to, as I mentioned, we're going to take it all apart and do a complete restore and repair of this system, and maybe over a couple of parts. We're also going to do a complete reinstallation of all the operating system. Again, I have a box copy of Windows 3.1, so we can go through that as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. That way, anytime I release a new video, you'll be notified. I'm trying to release videos on Wednesdays and Fridays. Definitely Fridays for sure for the weekend, but trying to fill in extra videos as I can. And comment below if you have any suggestions for other videos you'd like to see for this. Would be great. Great to hear those suggestions and your feedback. So again, thank you for spending the time today. We're day, night, whenever you're watching this. And with the Retro Recall, always some retro content coming up. I have a lot of things planned. So again, thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.